Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Reggae Up Yourself podcast with me, your host, the Fuchaman and people. We got the great artist Vybroc this afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to the world, each and every one out there, anywhere you're there around the world. I'm in England, so it's good evening right now, you know what I mean? So my name is Vybroc. I'm a Gambian reggae dancehall artist living in England. So yeah, and I'm here to share my music and share my information to let you guys know more about me.
Blessings, yes. blessings. So, all right, now that you make that such a great introduction and give the people an idea of what's going on, let's take you back home to Gambia. Where exactly in Gambia are you from? I want to hear like city, town, village.
Yeah, man, you know, I was originally born in Banjul, the city, the capital of Gambia, but then we lived there for a couple of years till I was a youth, and then my parents moved to Bakau Cape Point, you know, which is just close to Banjul. As soon as you come out of Banjul, which is the capital, just the next town there. So that's where I've lived for the rest of my life till 2001, where I came to England.
Okay, yeah. So what was life like for you as a youth growing up in Gambia?
Yeah, life was like normal, like every other youth, because back in the days, like if you will know that in the 90s, the 80s and beyond, you know, there was a little bit of good life, you know what I mean? Life was there, you know, everybody born in the 80s, 90s and down will tell you them enjoy life. So I wouldn't say hardship wasn't there, it was there, but I'm lucky to come from a fortunate family, you know what I mean? So my parents were not, you know, like they didn't have it, they were all right, you see what I'm saying? Because my dad was a bank manager and still a bank manager till this day. My mom was a cook, chef, she cooks and she teaches, a teacher as well. So we were all right. So life was good, I would say.
Amazing. So have you always been a singer like since you was a youth, or is that something that happened later?
No, when I was a youth in school, I more of play basketball, you know what I mean? Because I even thought I would be called like to the NBA or something in Gambia, because I was very good in basketball, sports, like proper physical sport. But I still had a mind to write songs because I just wake up and just write what's on my mind. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't saying as a song, but it would just be what's just on my mind. You get me? I just write like anything. So, but then I got friends that sing. When I play basketball, but they sing. So when I stay around there, I said, oh, I wrote this, I wrote that, but then I start singing the same songs that I wrote to them, and they start liking it, you know. So that's where it started, you know, that's where it started. I can remember my first song that I wrote. I always say this, and people will always say, oh, how come? I woke up in the morning, I swear to God, this is from my heart. I didn't know anything. I just picked up a paper and a pen. I just woke up, and I even washed my face. And that was my first ever song we put on pen and paper.
Yes.
And we just start writing. And when we finish, my mom, we first run to, Mom, see this? I just wrote this song. I start singing for her, you know, like at that time. You know what I mean? But then, you know,
that you song remember? Sorry to cut you. Can you remember how old you was when that happened?
I would say 15, 16. Yeah, because I finished my high school education in Gambia in 1999.
Okay.
Yeah, and when I finished my high school, I was already doing something. Say 98, 97. That is where like, and that time I was 19 years old when I finished my high school. So I would say by 16, 17 years old, I started writing that song because I was still in school when I wrote that song.
Okay, you know? So it sounds to me like judging by the time when you're talking about age and time you leave in school, it sounds like me and you are pretty much the same age.
Because, I'm 39.
Because you're 39.
Yeah.
Okay, so I left school 1998 and I'm 40, you know.
Okay, there you go. You see, so it's kind of like the same kind of timing. So you will know that life was more happening them days, you know what I mean?
It was a different world. It was a different
world, you know. We enjoy life.
I would go as far as say it was a better world.
You
know what I mean? Yeah. So basically, before we move on any further though, whenever I speak to people and they talk about that first song they wrote, I always try to see if they remember it. Can you remember that first song you wrote?
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, I still sing that song till today, you know, and
All
I
right.
know.
Well, I'm glad.
And
Well, I'm
people,
glad. I'm happy to hear
yeah,
because
people must.
my next
Sorry.
question was going to be to ask you to sing it. So I'm glad that you still.
Yeah, I could sing it. I normally that you see that song is one of my favorite songs because of the history of that. Yeah. And it's one of the songs that I would always remember, no matter where we go, me can't forget. Some songs I might forget one line, two line.
Yeah.
But this one, me can't forget it because that was the song that I wrote. And it's called Babylon Wrong.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You know,
All
so it
right.
goes like this. Babylon wrong, tell liar them occupation, them mislead the whole nation, them a clown, say them one put me down, but me still stay around, them wrong, that's why them living in a sufferation, the youths them want education, so be steady and get ready, cause we're moving out of Babylon. Yeah, and then the verse come in and go, you know?
That's a good vibes at 15, man. It's positive
Yeah, man.
vibes.
Yeah, man.
15, that's
Yeah,
tough.
and it was more of writing was happening around. You get me? What's
Mm-hmm.
wrong? And we call Babylon the house. Like in Africa, we call Babylon out foreign. Foreign is what we call Babylon.
Yeah, man, for true, for true. It's the same in Jamaica as well. It's the
Yeah.
same in Jamaica as well. Yeah,
So
man.
that's why we say we're moving out of Babylon and them thing there. And you know, and true say we read the Bible, we are Christian and them thing there.
Yeah.
And so we know all these words. And when people now used to ask me how come I write it in them ways in that language, I used to, well, my mom is from a tribe that speak broken English, like from Sierra Leone, Freetown. I don't know if you know this broken English.
Yeah, well, in Jamaica, we speak broken English.
Patois, yeah, exactly. So my mom is that tribe, so she speak similar to Patois, exactly the same Patois. Majority of the words are the same, all English words. And so that's how I was raised. So I was able to speak the language fluently, you know what I mean? So that's why when I finished the song, I went to my mom because she speaks that language. You know what I mean? So I said, Mom, hear this. And, you know, she kind of vibed to it, but she wasn't into whatever was going on anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But actually, I'm glad you're on the topic of language because I can't help but notice, and I'm pretty sure anyone watching this will notice that as well. I really have to ask you, how can a man that was born and raised in Gambia has such a strong Birmingham accent? That's what
I would lie to you. I think it's the observation and response, the response that you give to people, because sometimes you're talking to somebody but you're not taking in anything, you know, like not even like accent or anything, because I have some Gambian friends here that when they speak English it's still like Gambian accent, but because they've still stuck to their, you know, Gambian dialect, which is good.
Yes, of
course. But with
someone
like me, I like to go further. You see, like if I'm in England, I'm gonna try
you integrate a bit more.
Yeah. So if I was to come to Jamaica now and live there for 2-3 years, trust me, if me speak, you can't say me African, you know. You say me a Jamaican, you know.
Well, we still say African because as a Jamaican, I am African and then Jamaican. You know.
No, but that's one of the topics that we could, you know, kind of say now, you know, because there are few people. I'm not saying everybody, but I've come across certain people.
Yeah.
You see how yourself you confirm, say you love Africa, you are from Africa and thing and thing. Yeah, there are certain people now from that side of the Caribbeans that doesn't believe that they have any connection.
That's lack of education and ignorance.
Yeah, because I've seen people that they will never ever even raise a hand to help Africa because I know that's where them come from.
No,
and that when you have the same thought like yourself saying, I'm from a black man, history, everybody come from that little island, continent there.
Let me highlight something for you, and for people who haven't thought about this.
Yeah.
One of the biggest problem or reason whether people want to accept it or not, why a lot of people from the Caribbean not just Jamaica, but people from the Caribbean or Black people in America or Black people within the UK or whatever will deny Africa is because they bought into or give into the system that is called divide and rule.
Yeah,
and I will explain. Basically, when somebody said divide and rule, a lot of people mean that you go inside of a house and put some people to sit there and put some other people to sit there. I'm talking about beyond those boundaries. When I said divide and rule, I'm talking about where the media show everything that the media shows about Africa is poverty, genocide, all other manner of evil against mankind or humanity. It shows that's what the media show about Africa. If so, what that do subconsciously and also in reality is it get people, Black people, to deny Africa and said, I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those people.
Suffering people.
I'm not one of those kids with flies flying around their face with sores, eating out of a rubbish, eating out of a garbage heap. I am not one of those. So I'm not African. So this is what the media show on television. You don't see the media showing a beautiful village in Africa, people living in big houses, driving big cars, beautiful beaches, and things that make Black people want to go back and want to accept and embrace Africa. They don't show that. But I will say this to you. If the media was showing beautiful lifestyles and beautiful things of Africa, which there is, then every Black people that denied Africa would want to be a part of that. But because of lack of education and divide and rule and what the media portray of Africa, it forces Black people outside of Africa to deny Africa.
It's true.
That's my point, divide and rule.
You're spot on.
So a lot of people, when they do that or try to deny Africa, you got to forgive them because not everybody is strong enough within themselves to make their own mind up and focus on what's really going on and what the media is selling to you. Not everybody is that strong to view things in the way that it's supposed to be. A lot of people, you show them, whatever you show them, they'll take it and run away with it, even if it's not true. Especially something like that, which is such a touching subject. No one wants to be the person who people is showing hungry kids, people living in shanties, people dying for hungry, genocide, people killing each other. Nobody wants to associate themselves with that when there is a lot more to Africa than all of that. The greater bit of Africa is far over all the negative of Africa. There's more positive about Africa than there is negative. But media sell to you only negativity from Africa, which make you, if you're not strong enough, will disassociate yourself from Africa, which leads to you denying Africa and denying being an African. And if you don't know where you're coming from, then you don't know where you're going. That's one of the biggest problem that Black people face is because, and I'm not going to go on about this because we could speak about this all day.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm not going to do this, but the question that I want to myself and a lot of other Black people got to understand is that we're African, and the names that we carry, the surname that we carry is that of our slave masters.
Slave masters, the ones who put those names.
So I was telling someone every time I give my my last name Thomas, or fill it out on a form or sign my signature, my slave master live on mentally. And this mentally is more important than physically. If you're tired physically, you go to sleep and you wake up and you feel good to go again. When you're tired mentally, you can't sleep that off. No. But anyway, let's go back to the reason why we're here. I just want to make that clear for a lot of people.
It's true. Facts. It's talking about facts.
Okay. So let's go back into the music in Africa. So started out singing in Africa from like your late teenage years, and then
but I would say I would say in Africa though, I only wrote and sang on the street corners with friends. That was the most well, I would say beautiful part of it, because
Yeah.
I've never gone to any studio recordings. I've gone to studios with friends, they do their recordings and whatever, but I've never actually ready to go on a mic in Gambia to say I will record anything. I used to have microphone at home that I would put some tape, you know, put microphone and record up on the tape and say nothing. It's not even mixed, nothing, and do them ones that we have.
Come
Enough.
on, we all been through that, you know.
Yeah, but the proper really recording pan, you know, studio and everything pan CD or even pan tape.
Yeah.
I'd never done that in Gambia at that time until 2001 when I traveled. Well, I performed in Gambia. I've done a few performances because my friends used to have shows. And before I came to England, I made a big dance, a big street show. So I performed and called all artists there. But my first recording started in England, Birmingham, because when I came to Birmingham, I started saying that, okay, I was in the college, but the college got people that do music, you know, that I've been meeting around, I see them standing. So I approach and we all start talking and they start introducing where is things and that. Yeah. So from there now, I managed to record my first vocal proper song in a studio. You know what I mean? But I didn't really know much about recording, you see, or vocal training, up scales and breathings and, you know, all these other things. So, but then, you know, I tried and enrolled myself to a couple courses, like music production courses and things like that, just to have a better, you know, an in-depth, of what I'm really getting myself into, you know what I mean? So, all started in Birmingham. The recording started in Birmingham.
Yes. So, your camera is frozen. Okay, we're back. Okay.
Back,
yeah. So, basically, what was it like for you coming out of Gambia, living in the UK, in Birmingham? How was it? Was it like a massive shock to the system, or did you fit in quite easily?
Nah, it wasn't a massive shock, you know, because we had friends that travel, you know what I mean? Even though my first time coming to England, never been here before, but I've got friends that travel. I've got cousins, uncles that come in every year, because my uncles and aunties live in Holland, all over Europe, I could say. So every year they come to Gambia, they make festivals and all these things. So we all knew the Western life, because my uncle is based in Holland. He does drumming. He drums 7 drums and he can beat them all at the same time. So he have his whole drumming school in Holland. So back in the day, what he used to do is he would bring about 50 or 30 Dutch people, you know, white people, people. So we were accustomed to that. We already know these things. We're not even like fighting over nothing. You see what I'm saying? Because we already live in a good house with parents, everything good. You know, we're already in a thing. So coming to England was like, okay. And because we got friends that were already on things, it's not like friends who were already struggling. It was friends who were, you know, doing the thing anyway.
Surviving, all right.
So we kind of, okay. But the first few weeks and months was a bit, where to go, what to do, when and where. But once we caught on, you know, the rest is history, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So what about the basketball? Did you put down the basketball completely?
Yeah. When I came to England, I carried on the basketball because I was in the college as well. Yeah. But I was playing for the college as well. Then, well, not playing for the college team, but the team of the college, I normally go there and play with them, like when they're training, but I wasn't really into the team because I was more of trying to get myself work and do, because I'm here as a, you know, to learn and pay my bills. So I wouldn't really put your whole life in basketball, playing the school, and then what comes? I got work to do, you see what I'm saying? So, but then I used to play with them sometimes here and there, but the basketball, I calmed it down a bit because I wasn't having time on that. But the weekend, Sunday, I had to play football, because I have friends who play football as well, because we had a good football team as well in Birmingham. Because I came here and I saw Gambians and we all got together, have teams, and we'll be playing over different towns, Manchester, London, you know, we play. But one day I hurt my knee. That's where all physical sports stops. Because which my dad used to tell me, my dad used to play basketball for the Gambia as well. He was a professional basketball for Gambia. So he used to tell me, one secret he always told me was, don't put all your eggs in one basketball. Because when you hurt yourself, you're
Yeah.
done. This
Yeah.
is where you keep everything. Don't keep it in the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
from there, me know say, as soon as me hurt myself from the football,
Mm-hmm.
me can't do nothing sporty again because
Yeah.
the doctor do a foot operation, operate my knee, take out whatever. Me can't, them advise me say you can't play football no more. No, well, you can, but once it spoil
Risk.
again, that's it. So me
Yeah.
say, all right, then that's when the music now really kicking in on my head
Start
because
taking center stage.
there's no other branch for me if you hold on to.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said that I go save me in this thing, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where me hold on to music. And God make it good. So almost everybody when we meet in a Birmingham
Yeah.
is connected with music
That's a
or
beautiful.
somebody who knows music or somebody who has a studio, somebody who play guitar, drums, whatever, somebody who can tell me something about music. You see what I'm saying? So then me realize that this is the journey. You can't run away from it. It'll come to you anyway.
That's
You know?
good, man. That's good. Like, it's a very musical city.
But I used to be scared, me not lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be scared first because, when you just come from West Africa, you speak English because I've been to school, I speak the same English, but the accent,
Yeah.
the accent was not there like proper. So as soon as me talk, people know, so, oh, he's an African. And true, say me did always have that thing, say, oh, true, say me come from West Africa, they might not even like me. I've already had that in the back of my head. So even if me want to say ship and me say sip, that's a problem for me because I think, oh, me speak the wrong language. You see what I say? So it wasn't really
the language barrier was
yeah. Even though I spoke it good.
Yes.
But I wasn't really, into the English the way they speak. So sometimes I hear some Birmingham artists sing the song. I heard it, I said, wow, me can't write like that. You get me? Because me not come from Yasso. You know what I mean? And have them type of accent, them type of street talk, they're like that because me come from different place.
Yeah.
So then we start now. The confidence first wasn't there. Even if me I sing on stage show, me have to really practice me song them big time before me even take a show. If we say, yeah, make but the scare was there, but now it's gone. Now everything level up,
It's good, man. So you mentioned football. Do you support any of the English
used to
teams?
Arsenal, but them time the way it was like Thierry Henry, them kind of, what's his name again? Back in the days.
I know a few of them guys from back in the days.
Yeah, and I don't know if this Nigerian Nwankwo Kanu and them people there,
Yeah. Some great African footballer in the country.
Back in the day, then we were that's why I used to support Arsenal, but then the music start chipping all the time. Me not lie to you, sometimes my family here in the house even get angry with me because it's maybe just like you, when you stay in your studio,
sending crazy all day.
I spent all day, they come in there, so why don't you want to come out and eat? Because me have my little snack here and then me now come out, me just lock off in my room and that's it. Sometimes 2 days, me not lie to you, me not even go out. And that's how the football just fade out. Me rather sit down and run a little one thing and write on paper and then go in at the cold in Birmingham. It's cold and freezing.
I'm not much of a roadman myself, you know what I mean? It's like, give me on the road, I got something to do. So actually, before I move on and ask you another question about the music right now, I think, what did you study? What did you study at college?
Oh, I studied IT.
Okay.
IT, which is information technology, because I know I will want to build my own studio, because even from Gambia, I want to have my studio.
Yes.
But you can't have a studio without knowing what
operated.
What is operating in the studio, how to operate it. You get me? Even though I done basic computer thing in Gambia, because computer just come up them time, the 90s and them thing, it's only school we get a computer, so. But we used to have courses that we can go, private courses. But when I came to England now, I did the course IT because I wanted to know more, to be able to work on a computer, get my software, do more of production, more of the production. Because my main thing is, I always love to do things myself.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know if you are like that, but
Yeah, man, definitely. Self-reliance is very important to me.
I am a person that more time when I ask people certain things, it takes them longer to tell me when and how and where. You get me? So more time, me just love to do it myself. Me not have to wait for you when, where, or whatever. Me just know what to do.
When impatient kicks in.
Yeah. So that was the reason we studied IT. So I learned how to do certain things, basic things. Few years, about 2-3 years and that, and got the certificate. Then me kind of branch out because as everybody who's a foreign student in a foreign, at certain time when the bills them start pile up on you, like the school fees, them tuition fee them, you rather work. You see what I say? You rather work and earn your pay your food and everything. So me start work, do few other course, and then start working now if we make more money and build my little studio. That's hence me have my little studio at my yard. It's not a big or whatever, yeah, but it's something where we can make me voice something and mix and master and do all these things.
The size of studio doesn't matter anymore with technology.
Yeah. And it's just working. It's working now. Yeah.
So how is the people of Birmingham receiving your music at the moment?
Very good. Very good. I have a good reception in Birmingham because I don't know if I would say it's God's blessing, you know what I mean? Because like I said, everybody I meet is connected to music. Because in 2002, I met my wife, still my wife anyway. And
congratulations, bro.
Yeah. I'm married for over 15, 16 years now. And I've been with my wife for 18 years now. You know what I mean? So
amazing.
And she huh?
The children?
Yeah, I got two children. One is 14 and one is 7.
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. So, but she is related to, I don't know if you know Steel Pulse.
Yes, of course. I was meant to support them in Bristol a couple of years ago before the lockdown, and the show had to cancel because of lockdown.
Yeah. Because Steel Pulse, one of the band members, Selway, the one who played the keyboard, with the white beard and thing.
Yeah.
He was raised with my wife's mom in England when they come from Jamaica, because they were all about 2 years, some kind of age like that, when their parents come in from the Windrush, I don't know, things like that. So they were raised in the same house. They're like family members. So when I met my wife, I told her, yeah, man, we do singing. Then she introduced me to Selwyn.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's when I, kind of go, sometimes we go to their yard, meet them, talk and this and that. He's trying to show me a few things, even trying to record me one time, do some song. And whenever they have shows, he would call me, come man. So I go backstage, even do whatever. So it kind of builds my confidence to see people who are that big. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's amazing, man. Are they have they put you on any of their show to come and support you?
No. At that time, I won't lie, I wasn't even asking, because you have to be ready yourself.
You weren't ready. No, that's fair enough. And you don't want to make yourself on those big shows either, You got to be ready.
You're gonna be ready out there. And it's not like what the people here know. To the way me know the business now, it's not what they hear now. It's what they want to hear after.
Yes, true.
So if you know you have your one song now, but you're not ready to write the next song yet, don't release this one because as soon as you release it now,
there's an expectation.
2-3 days after, 5 days after, the same man will say, your song bad, when is the next one coming?
Yeah.
And if you don't have that next one there in your bag, I'll be a headache, you're gonna run up and down every day.
Yeah, you have to
go buy a track. So I wasn't ready at that time. So we just say, all right, then we go to the show them, do a little thing sometime here and there. But then just at that. But they used to have, like I said, I met other people that had one show every month, which I was very glad that God gave me that opportunity. There's this lady that keeps a show every month. It's called the Wednesday Mike Fever in Birmingham. So she happened to call me because she takes every genre, African, whatever you do, you play instrument, you sing, you even juggle ball. So she will just tell you, come showcase yourself.
Yes.
So hence now we were one of the first people who started her thing
Yeah.
The first artist them who come, so every other month, she was most likely inviting me. So almost in the 12 months of the year, I could say I could have 12 shows or even at least 10 shows where we can, you know, it's like room, sometimes it's 100, 200 people like in the room, because more time I count the people, I would come up 200, and say, what? But, you know, it's all right. And then you start having little change. It's not big money, but you get little change, make you want to do more and more and more. Yeah, exactly. So that's how things set up and things are move on in the same way right now, you know?
That's really good, man. So what you got planned for the future? You got some album, EP, anything coming up?
Yeah, because you know what? Back in the day, we wanted an album, yeah? But the way things are moving right now in the world, sometimes a single does even better than a whole 12, 8-track album, 12-track album, you know what I mean? Sometimes it takes you longer to do the 12-track album. You have the tracks, but you have to mix, master them, finalize them, do whatever. Maybe instrument here and there, people have to buy, but sometimes people now go even like the album, all of it, maybe it's just one track them like, and then maybe that single where you put out is just a one song that does bigger than the album. So we have songs for albums, but I'm more interested into releasing, you know, singles and let people hear it and love it, The adrenaline is kicking in every time, rather than you put up one album, 12 track, you know, so you now go put out a track again till maybe a 2-3 months, because the 12 track, you know, have to push. So even if you have new track, them you can't push them. You know what I mean?
Let the promotion need to go into the album.
Yeah. So I have tracks for album, but I'm not really focusing on an album. I'm more of an EP now, because I have tracks that I want to let the world hear them, because it's one of my some of my biggest tracks them, and we want that to drop this year, because I chose the COVID-19 period to kind of really push myself, not in a positive, like I'm saying, COVID-19 is positive. No, it's not good for the world, but I use that platform, I use that now that everybody, opportunity, now that everybody's on the internet, I try to bombard the internet with my image. You know what I mean? With my voice.
Let people see you and understand. And now
you understand.
Gonna give them a better understanding of who you are now as well, you know?
Yeah. So
listen to your
by
story.
summer, when everything is open again, people will say, yeah, man, I've heard about 10, 15 songs from him since lockdown. He can come on a stage show, man. You know, then one day. So But I'm trying to drop an EP, maybe summer. I'm trying to get it into summer. But if not, sometimes plans change, you know what I mean? Things change. And it's very hard because producers now work like that anymore. Think people now, even if I wanted to finish a track now, I voice it and I want to go to a producer place to, you know, sit and reason, make them tell me about this song and rare. More time we don't have that now anymore, because
not allowed.
You can't even
at the moment.
Be in a people yard for too long. You can't even touch around people, be around people. You get me? So most of the 100% full production, them you still have to compromise with it, you know what I mean? Because it now go on the way you want it to go, and go sit down with 10, 20 man in that studio and you know, vibes and hear every corner, every bit of it. Now you can't do that no more. Now you just you and yourself or your producer, man, sit down over this up. You sit down yourself.
2 meters away.
Yeah, man. But it's coming though. It's coming out. And me, somebody will write song every day, you know.
Okay.
I will confess this to you. Today is Mother's Day in England. Yesterday, I didn't want to write a song. Do you know what I mean? About Mother's Day, because I lost my mother in 2012. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
So I thought, yeah, man, rest in peace to mom. Yeah. So, but I said, I've never had a mom song. So I told my wife, you're going to write a song, you know. I wanted to write it yesterday, do everything for, you know, this morning we just boom on Facebook.
Yeah.
But yesterday, nothing not come in. And we not force it, you know. We just pack up my thing, them. We go sleep. Wife, said, where the song? I said, no, you're not ready yet. Still a cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This morning now, same Mother's Day, we wake up, we go into the studio, just boom, we write a song, mix master it, you know, do the video in my yard with my kids there.
Yeah.
Upload the video today.
That's a busy.
So that's how that's how I tell you that I make songs every day. I can do every day. I used to tell my wife, say I can make 365 songs in a year, which is 365 songs. One song a day.
Yeah, that's amazing. That would be a very massive work ethic. But you know,
No,
because you're talking about this right now, and like you said, it's Mother's Day, and we're talking about Mother's Day and Mother's Song, and you've done that song today. I think it's only appropriate that you give us a cappella of that song that you
yeah, but
you
you
can't
know,
be making these statements without actually
no,
sharing
no,
that.
no, no. I can give you the acapella, but it's something that I just wrote today. It's not even sinking yet, because sometimes I don't write, like with pen and paper. I've gone to a level where we just put up mic and just yeah. So it goes like this. Happy Mother's Day to every mother out there. Yeah, so like that. Go up on me with Facebook, you'll see it. Me can't tell you.
What's your name on Facebook?
Vybroc, the same Vybroc.
No,
same.
I know what it is. I just want you to tell for people who are watching.
Yeah, because the song's still new. I don't even write it on a paper.
Yeah,
song we just go up on the mic and do it. So me have to play it
but
over and over again.
People want to see it, they need to go on Vybroc Facebook page.
Facebook page. Go on my Vybroc Facebook page. It's Vybroc, Vybroc. Yeah, and Shiloh Cisse. Because my Facebook page is Vybroc Shiloh Cisse. Because Shiloh is my real name. Shiloh. And Cisse, Ceesay. And you will find the song there. And right now, I've just checked a while ago. It's getting big response from people because it's Mother's Day and you done it, and you know what I mean. People are surprised and thinking, "How come you do it?"
Myself, I'm gonna check it out myself.
Yeah, and tell me how it sounds. Tell me how it sounds. It's a song that is done the same day, written same day, voice same day, mix and master same day. Do the video the same. What I'm wearing now.
Yes.
I just do the video and then we do this.
I'm gonna check it out in a minute.
Yeah, man.
So basically, looking out for some new singles soon and potentially an EP as well. And
EP coming up, yeah.
Still doing the production and working in there and stuff like that. So before we go, I want you to tell people where else they can find you apart from Facebook.
Yeah, you can find it on Instagram as well, because I'm on Instagram with the same name, Vybroc. Yeah, and if you check YouTube, I'm on YouTube as well. I got a few videos on YouTube. They can also check it on Spotify. Some of the tunes, most of my tunes, I'm on Spotify, on all digital platforms as well. Yeah, so I have most promotions there as well. And if you can check some Facebook pages, which is like Puzzle Piece Promotions, with Ches.
Yes. Yeah, man. Big up Chesford.
Big up Chesford for the link as well. So and my thing is everywhere. Even if you go on Google and you type Vybroc, you see all my information comes up, All
right.
And also you can find me in Gambia.
All right.
When you go to Gambia, just ask for Vybroc and they will show
Gambia
you.
for true.
Yeah.
Vybroc.
Yeah, man.
It's been a real joy, a real privilege having you on the Reggae Up Yourself podcast, brother. And I look forward to catch up with you soon.
Thank you very much.
Success and keep up the good work, soon.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Yes, and always big up yourself. And we will do another one when the EP comes out.
Yes, man, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Give thanks. Yeah,
Blessed
maximum
brother.
respect. Yeah. All right, thank you.
Give thanks.